Hey guys, Josh the Retro ReGamer here. So it's been a couple months, okay, maybe 6, since the last time that I did a video. So it's been a little while. As you can see, I've got some quarantine beard going on here, some quarantine hair. Yeah, so I thought, we're in quarantine, haven't done one of these videos in forever, so I should take the opportunity and do a video now. So I want to show you guys some recent stuff that I've picked up, some interesting things over the last little bit, and yeah, just go from there. So sit back and relax and enjoy. So my other recent pickup, which I wanted to mention as well in this video, was this cool Nintendo sign. So this wasn't likely a World of Nintendo one or one of those put out by Nintendo themselves or in their stores, but most likely this was in a rental store or a movie rental store and hung over the game section or near the Nintendo section. You can see the marquee is kind of like a marquee style from like a movie. And it's got the actual Nintendo, logo and font there. So I think that they probably got permission to make these signs. And it's still very much vintage. I think it's probably from the mid to late 90s, maybe early 2000s, but I would guess probably somewhere in the late 90s, early 2000s. But still pretty cool. I like the silver and black kind of layout there. Pretty sweet. And gaming on the smaller little PVM now. And also you might have noticed this sweet thing that I'm carrying on my hip right here, which is roughly the size of a black box game. You happen to have Gyromite right here. Yeah, so you're like, what the heck is that thing? Well, we're gonna talk about it. All right, so you saw that sweet thing on my hip and you're like, man, what was that giant awesome thing that he had on his hip that said Game Genie on it? Yep, it was a Game Genie pouch. And it has a nice little belt loop here so that you can easily carry it over to your friend's house, and then boom, open it up, whip out your Game Genie for your NES, plug in your games, plug it into your front loader, and get all the power you want from your games. So yeah, if you didn't know, Game Genie was basically a good cheat system for the NES. Went up through there. Eventually there was also the Game Shark and several others, but the Game Genie was pretty well known pretty early on as one of the first ways of kind of hacking some of the NES games to get like infinite lives or get invulnerability or different things like that. And it was originally from a company called Camerica. In the States, this changed over to Galoob after a really quick time frame. I think it was only out for maybe a year or so, and then it changed over to Galoob. And you'll see that in some of the branding. If you find some of the Game Genies for the NES, some will say Camerica up here and some will say Galoob. The first models will say Camerica. This one also is from Canada, so it's got French on it as well as English. And again, the Camerica logo. All in all, though, pretty sweet. So you got that. And then also we had code books. So it's got some features. And then it's got your code book, because you'd have to basically, look up codes for specific games or specific things that you were playing. You saw Ninja Gaiden, Infiltrator. But then this one's probably looks a little bit more familiar to US folks. You can see the logo is a little bit different, and the Genie himself is different from what they had, I guess, originally maybe in Canada, and then what we saw here in the US. And this one also has French and English, but it has additional codes for your code book. So pretty cool, but I just love the fact that all of this fits so nicely into this little pouch here, and you can just carry your Game Genie and your code books over, flip your little flap down here, attach it to your belt, and go over to your friends and hang out and just have a great time. And so anyway, I thought that was a really neat, unique piece of gaming history, something I've never seen before. I've never seen a Game Genie carrying pouch, I guess you'd call it. So pretty cool. Anyway, like, subscribe to this video, guys. Let me know if you like this, you want to see more stuff like this, or more on my channel. I've dug into some interesting and odd carrying cases and hardware and things like that in the past. So I'll keep an eye out for more stuff like that if you guys enjoy it. Thanks again, everybody. Take care.